Let's go ahead and get started with a love reading. We're going to look at it from the divine masculine's perspective. Okay, so this is a little bit different than what I'm used to doing, but bear with me. Overall energy, we have the magician. Okay, so this is definitely divine masculine energy. And it's funny because we have so much divine masculine energy here. We've got the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles here as well. So with the magician is like, I have all the tools to create the life of my dreams. I have the pentacles, which is the material, the energy to make things happen. I've got the wands, which is the passion. I've got the ace of swords, which is, the clarity. And funny enough, we've got the ace of swords right underneath the magician. So this is about mustering up the strength to be able to do this. And I also have the cups, which is the love and the emotion, not just the passion, but the emotion. I feel like the divine masculine at this point in time, he is Nine of Swords. He's got some worry, doubt, trepidation is what I just heard. But he's overcoming that with the magician. Now, the magician could also be a little bit of a trickster, so it can play tricks on his mind a little bit, but I feel like all in all, he's pretty good, and he'll be just fine by looking at the rest of these cards. In the past, I feel like the divine masculine, kind of was, he's somebody who's very attractive, okay? He's somebody who's very attractive, somebody that a lot of people look up to. I feel like he is a go-getter. He's very passionate. He's very fiery, probably in 1 minute, gone the next. Can be a little bit of, kind of cocky or, just a little into himself. Okay. He knows he's attractive. So, he could keep his options open. King of Wands doesn't get a whole lot done when it comes to relationships, but I like the fact that that's showing up in the past, okay? Means it's still here, but I feel like it's because of those player ways. He's kind of in a situation right now where he's a little worried. He's worried. Like, am I going to be happy again? Am I going to, what's going to happen here? Because what's crossing him is the World card. So the World card is about ending cycles, right? It's, coming to the end of a cycle, and then the Fool is about new beginnings and new cycles. And he's, what's crossing him is he needs to end his old ways. Ending his old ways, especially if he's feeling left out in the cold by somebody, because we do have the Five of Pentacles here. This could also feel like a lack of money, but I feel like because it did show up in the reverse, this is telling me that he is feeling replenished when it comes to his finances. He's feeling replenished when it comes to his energy in general, okay? So, but Nine of Wands, he is protecting everything that he has worked so hard for, okay? This divine masculine is, he's standing for something. And I see that as protection mode. Almost like he's getting ready to go off into battle. He's a little battle worn. If you see the Band-Aid on his head. He's a little battle worn right now. Could have gotten a little beat up there. 2 nines. But I think that's because of his old ways, I think he got a little demoted. That's what I'm seeing. Because he goes from the King of Wands to the Nine of Wands. Okay, the Nine of Wands. Not the Knight. The Nine. But then he shows up as the King of Pentacles. So this one is, when I do a love reading and want to see where the masculine is at when it comes to where he's headed, where he's going, what he's doing, I don't want a King of Cups. I don't want a King of Wands. I don't want a King of Swords. I want a King of Pentacles. And the reason why I say that is because the King of Pentacles is the only king that is going to commit. Okay? He wants to get a return on his investment, which, funny enough, you got the King of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles side by side, which is what? The Eight of Pentacles. So this is going to be a king who puts in the work, who knows it's going to take work to make this, right again. Okay? He wants to make this right again. But how people are seeing this masculine is the sun. Like, he's happy. He's joyful. He's sweet. He's kind. He's masculine because he's really, the sun is standing in your masculine energy. The moon is the feminine. The sun is the masculine. So this is really him stepping into his power with the magician and the sun and the world card, the chariot. God, you got so many. This masculine has a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas. So these are major life lessons for this divine masculine. Like, this is not like a small game anymore. Like, this is where the universe, when I see the world here, this is where the universe isn't playing with him anymore. And what's crossing him and what's keeping him from, his true happiness, which is the sun card here, is the world card, ending your old ways. But sometimes, you don't know yourself without the old ways, so you'll do everything in your power to defend them. But the divine masculine wants to be happy, and he realizes if he keeps going down the road that he's been going down, he's going to have to keep accepting his lumps. How many times you want to accept your lumps before you start realizing, like, oh shoot, I probably shouldn't be doing that anymore. Let's manifest something else. Let's manifest a new timeline. So, and the environment is, I feel like for this masculine, this is about the masculine manifesting and putting in the work. Actually going the long haul. With the King of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, this is about going the long haul. This is about watering it, nurturing it, making sure it's got enough sun, like you would with a plant, right? You want to grow a garden, you can't just throw a seed in the ground and then just walk away and well, in Hawaii you can, but other places you actually have to tend to your garden, right? And I feel like that's what this masculine is wanting to do. I feel like the masculine is growing up and realizing I actually do have the money. And I see here with the Seven of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, he's looking at his finances and going, okay, now I have everything I need. Work is going really well because the Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles is that, in the past, he didn't have enough. The Five of Pentacles didn't feel like he had enough to offer the divine feminine. In the hopes and fears, we've got the Well. And the Well is about creativity. And it says the Well is about nurturing, opportunity, nature, and creativity. I feel like in the hopes and fears, it's like, in the reverse, this is destruction, endings, and being out in the cold and stagnancy. Okay? And I think that he fears that. But I feel like what he wants is, when I look at the Seven of Pentacles and the Sun here, this is about nurturing someone else and feeling nurtured by someone else. This masculine could have Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, Leo, Cancer, and all the fixed signs. We've got Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, and Aquarius in his chart. Does not have to be. They could be taking on the energies of these signs. But the outcome is the Chariot. This is about victory and success. This is about, victory over triumph. Is that how they say it? This is about reining it in. The Chariot is riding in on his white horse, he's got sphinxes here, but this is about the masculine taming the conscious and the subconscious really tuning in to that frequency. You know, the Chariot is about moving forward, moving towards what you want, you know, wanting that victory. The Chariot represents willpower, determination, and self-assurance in any challenge. The Charioteer reminds us to be steadfast and exude self-control in situations that arise in order to ensure victory over any obstacle. So if there's obstacles, which I do see obstacles here, and I think the obstacle was who he used to be in the past. This King of Wands, oh, you know, I'm hot, I'm sexy, I get what I want, you know. And it's like, yeah, that's created a lot of stress for you. How's that working out? Has anything like stuck, you know? Has anybody hung around long enough? Because I'm not seeing a divine feminine here. I do with the sun. I do with the sun. And I do with the well. And I do with the Nine of Swords. So, you know, maybe he has left a divine feminine in a place of worry. And he knows this. And, you know, he was okay with hurting her at first. This divine feminine, I'm getting brunette. I'm getting brown hair here. I get the divine masculine having brown hair as well. So the two of you could have the same color hair. But I feel like, you know, the divine masculine becomes wiser. And the white hair represents the purity and how wise he has become. I feel like it's the same divine masculine, but he has grown. Okay? He has grown. Divine feminine, you could have curly brown hair. Does not have to be. But I'm getting brown hair. Brown, not blonde. And I do have blondes here. So with that said, I feel like he is ready to move forward. You know, he is definitely going to be ready to move forward and nourish and nurture a divine feminine. He's ready to have that happiness in his life. He's ready to create with his divine feminine. That's what the sun represents, right? It's the creation. But I feel like it's after the work that he has done. He needed to tend to his own garden before he could come in and tend to a garden with you. I like this reading. Let's see what messages the spirit guides and angels want to say about this. What is the divine masculine? Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart desires. And that is because this masculine realizes that the only way to have what their heart truly desires, they have to do this work. They have to transform what it is that they've been doing. And they realize now that they are the common denominator of all the rises and falls in their relationships. And it's because they didn't put in the work. So because of that, now that your masculine knows he's done the work, so give thanks because you deserve to have a healed masculine in your life and someone who knows what they want. Because the King of Pentacles, King of Wands, they know what they want and they go after it. And the King of Pentacles is somebody who is going to actually put forth, you know, one foot in front of the other and make it happen. And we've got balance. Love is not always about love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. The last reading I just put out talked about that too, about challenges in the relationships. So, you know, this is about supporting, and that could be Libra. For some of you, you're dealing with a Libra. Balance is in the original Rider-Waite. It's represented by Libra. We are in Libra season right now. We have Mars in Libra, we have the Sun in Libra, and we have that new moon getting ready to come into Libra, and Mercury is getting also ready to enter Libra. So this is about, working in relationships, doing what is fair and balanced for everybody involved, not just for one person. That would be Aries. We've got reflection. There it is. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. And we've got surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. And so that's what I'm talking about at the very beginning, is that there was something here that he needed to surrender that was within himself, that was keeping him from being this divine masculine, this King of Pentacles, and actually having something that was going to last the test of time. It was like, I almost get this, like he continued to build with people. Yeah, Cupid's arrow strikes. Look at that romance. It's like he would like build and only get to a certain point, but he never made it to the finish line. You know, you start that building and you start the building and you start the building, but each time it's like, you know, the peg gets knocked out from underneath it. And so, you know, now he's kind of on a little bit of a defensive. He's like, you know, almost protecting himself and saying, well, I don't want to say that. You know, I don't want to apologize, you know, because this King of Wands is not somebody who apologizes. You know, they're not somebody who apologizes. And I feel like that is what is necessary. I'm not seeing any communication. I mean, we do have the sword in the Magician, but I kind of feel like this is a lot of work that the masculine is doing before they ride off onto the chariot to go out and get their divine feminine. So you're just going to have to take a step back and see where this goes. You guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate that. Like, share, and subscribe. It does help my channel grow. Please remember that romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. Things are working out in your favor, okay? Things are definitely looking out. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram, and I will chat with you again soon. Take care.